Hey guys, GB here. I was streaming some Witcher yesterday and had a question pop up repeatedly in chat, and that was, how do you win at Gwent? Well, first of all, Gwent is the minigame card game inside of The Witcher 3. There are 4 different decks you can earn: the Northern Realms deck, the Scoia'tael deck, the Monster deck, and the Nilfgaardian Empire deck. And you build those decks by winning cards or buying them from vendors. But I wanted to give you guys a few tips on how to win at Gwent. Um, my first tip to you is you actually have to play it early in the game. It can be hard to win early in the game because your deck is very underpowered. So the first thing I would recommend everybody do is play every single innkeep, merchant, blacksmith that you can. You will win a common card from them if you beat them. The second thing I would tell everybody to do is to buy every single Gwent card that a merchant sells, that you can afford to. I mean, don't bankrupt yourself trying to do it. But if there's a card that a merchant's selling and you don't have it, pick it up, because chances are it's probably more powerful than the crummy ones you start your game with. My third tip is, when you're building your deck, try and make sure you don't overburden your deck with special cards. Um, I like to keep my deck small so that I can draw the cards that I want. Lastly is, do the Gwent quests in the game. That is how you win your hero cards, which, as you see on the screen, are those orange or gold line cards. And hero cards are very powerful. A handful of them have special abilities, but mostly the biggest thing about them is they are immune to special cards, which means they're immune to weather effects, and they are immune to um, Scorch cards, which destroy powerful cards on the field. Now, there's also downside to that. They're immune to commander horns and buffs like that on your side, but it's a trade-off. What are special cards in Scorch and commander horns? Well, there are 4 different types of cards in Gwent. There's your leader ability, which is in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen there, and that's just a special ability. The one I run with doubles the power of all of my siege units. There is special cards. Those can be weather effects, which will lower the power of a card down to 1. Any non-hero card. There are your unit cards, which are close combat, like Ciri, who I just put down. There's ranged cards, which go in the middle tier, and there are siege units, which go in the bottom. Really, you just need to build a deck to your playstyle. What I like to do is try and draw a couple of spy cards early in the round, play them right away, pad my hand with cards, um, and it gives you a big advantage. The other thing you got to remember is there's actually a lot of strategy into this very simple game. I mean, the goal of the game is to have more points on the board than your opponent. But you can win in more than one way. You can just have more cards than the other guy and run him out of cards, and he can't play, you're going to win. It's a very good strategy. Also, don't be afraid to pass a round. A lot of times, if I win the first round and I have more cards than him and I go first, I'll just pass the second round, make him have to burn a card to beat me that round, and then I have an even bigger card advantage. Or I use spy cards, I just try and eke out a win in the first round, and then I just overpower him with heroes and siege cards with my leader ability and commander horns. It really just depends on what kind of cards I draw. But like I said, the biggest tips to winning in Gwent: play every match you can. You're going to win common cards from everybody. Play the Gwent quests. Win those rare hero cards. Once you start winning those rare hero cards, you're going to be really hard to beat in all the common people. You may run up against some tough quest people later on, but Gwent is a really fun game. I really encourage you all to play it. Play it early. Like I said, it's very difficult early on, but once you get the hang of it, it's a very satisfying game, and it's just a fun way to burn a little bit of time inside the game as well. So, um, thank everybody for watching. As always, I appreciate the likes, comments, and subscribes, and have a good one.